So yeah, just walk us through what you're going to be doing with your, I see you've got aubergines there.
Yes. I am currently going to put them in salt to get rid of all the bitterness, and then they'll put in a ratatouille, which is kind of like a vegetable stew, and I'm going to serve it with breaded chicken, which is also called a chicken escalope.
Fantastic. So this is basically a chicken escalope with ratatouille.
Yes.
Fantastic. All right, let's see what the other team's got to do for their main. All right, they seem to be working really hard already. Okay, let's see what they're doing. Let's talk to you about it. So you're chopping onions and carrots, I see.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about what you're going to do for your main.
This is only my contribution of chopping carrots and then grating some more. And as you can see, my speed is not great. So
Trust me, I've seen worse. I've definitely seen worse. So tell us, what is it that your dish is actually going to be? What's it called?
It's carrot chicken.
Okay.
I'm going to fry this chopped onion.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put some spices in that, then chicken with saffron, and then dried rice.
Okay. So it's going to be a bit of a sweet and sour kind of combination.
Yeah.
Iranian dish.
Oh, fantastic. So it's an Iranian dish. All right, fantastic. So we'll have a look at what's in the kitchen. We'll see, because one of their team members has just gone out to do the dessert. So I'll just join you outside and see what's going on, and get to see what you guys think as the audience, what you think about the recipes that are currently showing up. Okay, so I'll just decided to have a look and see what you're doing. Just want to see what it is that you're doing for the dessert. What it's called and what it's going to do now.
And even the novice can do it.
Yeah.
Mango hot mango and lamb leg and gone with blueberries.
Fantastic. Now that's really good. You'll be joining your colleagues as well as that people from right?
Yes, that's right.
All right. Let's move across to the judges and see what they think already about what they've seen. And then we'll move across to the audience and see what they've got to say about what they've understood so far. Okay, let's start. So I guess ladies first.
Okay, so far, as you see, everyone's the hand. So,
We'll assume you will have washed their hands. That's why you're in the kitchen initially.
secondly, my year 3 teacher is cooking right in front of me, so that's a bit quiet. But I've got a ready-made flag. So,
How do you like it?
I'll use that.
How do you like it?
Well, that's up to you judges to decide. So that's why you guys are here.
See, we're helping the other team.
Can you do it?
That's all right.
Oh, there you go. That's a justified answer right there. You guys can decide whether you
It's a bit
can
wet.
like that or not. All right, so pass it down to Laura. Let's see what she's got to say.
I agree with it, Sahar. I'm not very impressed with the ready-made plan, but yeah, well, I'll consider that in my cooking, so yeah, I'll keep that in consideration.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Young versus old. Okay, there's some point about young versus old. Fair enough.
This is why I'm not a cook.
Okay, fair enough.
I've only got one comment so far. So Harold, right ahead now. Just for comedy effect, right? For health and safety.
Or maybe you should wear any job and want to go bring it
Yeah, I think it's already
I don't know,
discussed.
please ask me that.
To me, the women look like
So the guy doesn't seem like a work, I don't know.
they're working like a Norwegian rice should do.
High expectations.
Commitment to cooking. Yeah, because I hope for our community.
Any other questions about the menus or the choice of recipes that we have? So we have a chicken escalope with ratatouille for the main, and a mango cheesecake for the finale. And we've got a carrot chicken plus a mango flan.
Huh?
That's what the
Just in the main, in the hall somewhere. Should come out pick it out, I think.
Okay.
Sahar doesn't like the mango.
What is it you don't like about mango?
I don't know how she wants to get them.
decided on texture, so
Is that what, because you don't like mangoes, or is it because you don't like cheesecake for flan?
no, I like cheesecake, I just don't like mango. That's okay. I will leave the lady with my.
So the whole point of today is this is kind of teach your taste buds and see what it's about. Alright, let's move across to the board and see what they can do, and then we'll move across to see what's happening there. Does anyone from the audience got any comments on the ladies' side? Anyone got any comments? Go on then. Yeah, sure.
Just the other dessert, is that mango, there's a flan base, I couldn't see what was going on inside, is that mango pop that you put inside?
Okay, if you want a clarification of what these are, alright, I'll ask you a clarification for that. Anything else? Any comments or any questions about what you think? No.
Is it possible to like zoom into the pans and stuff? Yeah.
The person was made the mango flan, the choice of strawberries to go with mango is unusual. So this is an explanation of why they decided to use that.
I'll do that. Okay, so it seems to be a lot of questions regarding the plan and how that's going to work. Alright, any questions from the guests, guys? Apparently, I don't know anything about this. I'm going to go into the kitchen and ask questions about the plan. That's fair enough. Okay. So now we've got the beer running. We'll talk about what's happening inside. Alright, Team Elite, so we've got Sumaya here working on some onions.
Yes.
Walk us through, how far through your main course are you?
It's a very small dish, so quite far into it.
Okay, so you were saying, you know, you're trying to make a ratatouille sauce.
Yeah. Well, a ratatouille is a stew rather than a sauce, so it's kind of like, it'll be quite beefy.
Okay.
And very little liquid.
Okay, so these onions
Where are you
are
putting
going to be,
Why?
Yeah.
are these onions a part of the ratatouille sauce?
Yes, they are.
Okay, fantastic. We'll come back and see if there's any questions regarding that dish. What is the light doing here?
Move it slightly, it's in the way.
Everybody, let's have a look at what's going on here on the hob. So walk us through what you're doing right now. You're putting in some plums, is that right?
Yeah. Sorry, and I'm counting them as well.
Okay.
Turn it.
Just keep
Look
counting.
again, turn it off.
Can you see what's happening inside the stove? Okay. So you got pieces of chicken in there with carrots
Yes.
and some plums.
Yes, baby chicken, carrots, chopped carrot and grated carrot in it, and chicken stock
And onions.
and onions, yeah.
And onions. Okay. And so far, because you've told us you can't really cook, what has your contribution been to this that's happening on the stove?
You see the carrots in there, the chopped ones and the grated ones.
Okay.
That was done by me.
Fantastic contribution, I gotta say. I'm quite pleased with that.
You saw the speed was very slow. But,
You seem to have caught up with events.
and here we have these fried dirish, which are
So the raisins.
Iranian raisins. They've been fried. They'll be added to the rice, which is going to accompany the chicken.
Okay, fantastic. All right. Let's just have a pan around. Let's just see what's happening here because. Have you got anything happening on the hob at the moment over there?
I have tomatoes boiling so that I can peel them later on.
Okay.
And some oil going on so that I can cook this off in a bit.
Okay, fantastic.
Still off?
Yeah.
Huh?
Alright, let's have a look at what the quiz is saying.
Why do you say to switch it off, the light?
I don't know who's happening on
It's
this.
putting shadows on the thing.
So that's the answer to that.
It's because it's not bright enough inside when
Oh,
you look at it.
the winner.
Yeah, hold this. That's fine.
The
Come here, hold it.
I like one of the aprons which they're wearing. Comments like that would be nice. Comments about what they come on call for you. I don't understand where they come from. Okay. Alright, there's quite a lot of progress here in the class.
It's not complicated, yeah? You can see it.
Is it on?
Yeah, they work.
Okay. Can you just show it a bit further? Okay, I don't want to mix anything. So it's going to fall on the floor.
Very good for all this.
Okay, so when you say prepare today, I mean pre-preparation?
Is it on, Sajad?
Yeah. I'll go through and ask them, see what they think. Any other questions from the audience that you guys want to ask or see what someone has done? Or is it nothing?
No pressure.
Thanks.
I mean, no pressure because everyone's looking at your chop right now.
In Masterchef, all the contestants express passion
I've had my fun.
in cooking. I haven't seen anyone show their real love for cooking. So can all the contestants please stand up and go and show their real true love, as in none of you look like food lovers to me.
Not about cooking. So bring a harsh words there.
Look. Towel on the shoulder. Knife, spatula type thing.
We'll get a cooking. Okay, so. Okay. Masterchef. I think you guys are comfortable here. Unless you guys want to move on.
It's not me. It's that projector. It keeps switching between.
So how do you fix it? How do you fix it?
So that's the bit, the next one is sort of, there's some, deprived Iraqis out there who,
It's not sauce, no matter how much. It's a
so between me and you, no one needs to hear this.
apart from the rest of
Apart from the rest of the world. We have a few Iraqis in store, okay, but all they've eaten in their life is rice and curry, okay? So you might have to explain to them what ratatouille actually is, okay?
It is a bunch of vegetables. Traditionally, it's done over a low heat, over hours, with aubergines. It has aubergines in it, onions in it, courgettes. Traditionally, it has red peppers, but I think mine makes it too sweet.
Red pepper sweet? Really? Why? How?
Have you never eaten a raw red pepper? Do you know? No, it's not chicken. Try it. Anyway.
If I can
And then you know it'll heat for hours. This one's done in frying pan, so it's a little
No more photos.
That's what you do, cut across it.
Okay, that's fine.
Time to
Okay,
minutes.
so I can see that pretty much all the team members are now inside the kitchen.
BBC food.
Alright, so what are we looking at here? Oh, look at this. Look, this is very interesting. No, this is very good. Let's have a look. So if you guys are interested, it looks like Team Elite have managed to get a recipe from the BBC. So I'm assuming you
And
guys...
the other one's from Channel 4.
And the other one is from Channel 4. So you guys can look at pan-fried ratatouille as a recipe on the BBC or Channel 4. Alright, so the mango plant has entered the kitchen, so we can get a good view on that. At least, and see what's going on here. Any updates as to what's going on here?
Vary a lot because it's full of...
So, Ibtihal here is having a look at what's happening in the kitchen.
So, are you making rice? Yeah. Can you teach me how to make rice? Yeah. That's one thing I don't know how to do.
Yeah.
So what we do is how you make rice.
Put the boiled water and the rice and let it
So
boil.
do you boil the water first?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I put it in the
You put the rice in. What rice do you recommend?
Basmati.
Okay.
Lahori Punjabi.
Lahore Punjabi basmati rice.
Yeah.
Chokka,
That's
basically.
the word.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then? So
And
you
then
just
just
put
let
it
it boil.
for how many minutes?
Well, it takes 10 minutes approximately. And then it will be done. And then I will do that. I will cook it without water. I'll strain the water out. Yeah.
My mum does something that she puts like a towel over the, like,
Yeah.
is that what you do as well?
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
So that the rice gets tender.
That's my questions for today.
Okay, so the judges are going around asking relevant questions. I can't see any of the male judges making any effort really to see what's happening here in the kitchen. I'm sure they're just letting their female counterparts do all the work. Let's speak to Zayn and see what she's doing. Have you finished working on the
We've
dessert?
done everything by the taste, haven't we? Yeah, presentations.
Okay, fair enough. So
we
have
want
you,
the 3 T's.
so have,
Texture, taste, and what is it? And temptability.
okay, that's absolutely correct. Oh, are you done with the
Very
dessert?
bad representation. Very, very bad.
Okay, we'll be able to judge the presentation and everything towards the end and see exactly what's going on. So walk us through. So you're both working on the mains now, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And what are you doing at the moment?
I'm washing eggplants.
Okay, washing eggplants. Not particularly exciting at the moment. We'll revisit the kitchen in a bit. Let's just see what the judges have to say, because it seems that the judges have a lot to say about what's going on. Can I just remind the contestants that they've got 20 minutes to go. So 20 minutes have passed, they have 20 minutes to go to finish both the main and the dessert. Okay? Are the judges fit to judge? I don't think so. Who's second critic? There's a whistle for that.
Ask why someone thinks we're not fit to go. Don't hide behind your phone.
We haven't started yet. We haven't tasted anything.
Why don't you justify it?
I think that comment was meant for me and the ladies on the right hand side.
Well, I quite appreciate your academic approach.
We tweeted, I mean, I just tweeted, is there a doctor in the house? And this one's ready. Right. So, we'll see what happens, yeah? Food poisoning.
Food poisoning. Is that one of them? Gosh. What have you got to say? Because you were talking about the 3 T's earlier.
And we have so far not seen nothing yet.
The end product in 20 minutes time will, will at least achieve those 3 T's for you.
Thank you. I hope so.
Is there any reason why you haven't done what the other 2 judges have done and at least explore the kitchen and see?
What's the point? What? We are, no, when you buy a car, you go into the factory and you have some protection, right? You go and sit and drive.
Such wisdom today. So much wisdom today. All right, are there any questions from the ladies' side? Or any comments that you want to ask? Anything? No? Okay.
The whole idea of my Masterchef was to imagine and sort of be innovative about the ingredients and make your own recipes. I thought that was the whole idea. I was kind of disappointed that Team Elite had gone for the BBC website to choose a recipe. I thought it was really that.
Also very young.
That's true. And another one is that the Masterchef is actually an easy program. You go over there. But I think that's a comment for the judges to take on. Why do I have to watch? I think that's what you're doing. Any comments from the ladies? Yeah? Hands up?
Oh, when you come, can you pass the salt?
I'm just going to take.
And when you're done that, I need you just slice the lemon, chop the lemon in half and just give me a half.
Alright, it's working.
Seems to be quite a lot of work going on here in the kitchen. Would it be too wrong to ask if anything's gone out of plan so far, or is everything working absolutely fine so far?
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
That's good. Let's hope I haven't jinxed anything. Then you can blame me if anything goes wrong. Alright, so you're peeling tomatoes, is that right?
Yes, that is right.
Okay. And just walk us through really, because I'm not really too familiar with what a ratatouille is.
Neither am I.
Sorry?
Neither am I.
Okay. That's maybe not too encouraging, but where do those tomatoes go? What's their use really in this dish?
I have to ask the main chef on this dish.
And the main chef is?
Samaya!
All right, so we're back to the main chef. So just walk us through exactly what those tomatoes are going
The
to
tomatoes add a little bit of liquid and they also give it that tomato flavour, which is always good.
Okay, okay, good. So we've got a bit of a culinary answer there. Okay.
Too many orders going on.
Cool.
The second one, because there's so many people, they might like to eat it.
So back to the chefs here in the kitchen. So I want to ask a few questions about the main course, actually, before we move on and then talk about the dessert. We've had a request where some people just want to know what the actual spices are, and especially I'm assuming for some of the dishes, the main courses. So let's ask over here. So
I'll talk.
okay, go on then. So you can walk us through. You can walk us through some of the spices that are being used in this dish.
So as I explained, the name of our team was Punjabi and Hyderabadi. However, the dish is Iranian.
Okay.
It's called Khorish Tahawij, which means carrot curry.
Yeah.
The name is very misleading because obviously the main ingredient is chicken.
Yes.
With the saffron. But carrots form the base and give it consistency and add that kind of the flavour to the and the gravy.
You've told us you've used some zeresh, which we can see over there.
Yes.
But what other spices have you used?
So the zeresh will be in the rice.
Okay. What else have you used for the curry?
Garnishing.
That's for garnishing. In the chicken, there is chili, turmeric, garlic.
Okay. Anything else? Any spices?
Saffron.
So basically, just to summarize, you've got saffron, chili, garlic, and
Garlic, ginger, chili.
ginger.
Garlic, ginger.
Garlic, ginger.
Chili,
Yeah.
turmeric, saffron.
Okay.
Those are the main the flavor-giving ingredients.
Okay, that's pretty doable. That's actually quite straightforward.
And also zarish. Atiya, put the zarish in the rice.
And it's not off the BBC website. So the history of this is my wife and I went to visit a friend of mine who is Iranian, and at his house, his wife cooked this for us. So we really enjoyed it. So my wife took the recipe from his wife. We tried it a few times at home. We thought this is a really lovely dish, different to anything that we normally have. And when this Mahfil Masterchef thing came up, we thought this would be the perfect combination.
Okay, fantastic.
Because one of the ingredients that was a must to be used was saffron.
Yes.
And chicken.
Okay, that seems to be quite an innovative usage of saffron. So hopefully it turns out well.
We have tasted it.
Okay, let's speak to the other team. Okay, so just asking you a few questions about your dish because everyone in the audience wants to know what spices have you used or what things have you used in your dish?
In the ratatouille, there is coriander, saffron, salt, pepper. I think that's it.
Okay.
In the chicken, there's going to be thyme in it.
Okay, so there's some thyme in the chicken. It's quite ambitious, really, considering you're a Mahfil that you haven't put any chili in the recipe. Although it's probably worth mentioning.
See, I cook things that I would eat, and I don't like chili.
Oh, fair enough. It's also probably on your side that two of the judges there are Iraqi, and they probably don't eat chili anyways. So it might not be. That's true. But we'll see. Okay, so let's go back outside and see if there are any other questions that people would want to have with regards to
They're there.
the dishes.
Better?
Are there any questions?
It's done. It's basically done. No, because you can't serve it cold.
You want to keep it hot?
Yeah.
But that's basically
It's on.
Punjab is cooking Iranian foods. The people cooking their own national foods. I think it's like, calling a fly a butterfly.
I think it's quite difficult for that team, considering they're Punjabadi.
Try what?
So,
It's adventurous if you do that. It's nothing. That shows the
yes, there is
adventurous
a
spirit.
comment that our national food is actually British food. And I don't know what everyone here would make out of that. Okay, so they seem to be working on their presentation. So there is just under 15 minutes left. Any comments or questions from the gent side?
What are you looking for?
Just checking my dessert.
No, fair enough. Sorry.
The gas is escaping from somewhere.
I've been asked to hold people to make comments.
Can you give me one more sort of time? And then do this.
Oh, I see what you mean. It's a fair comment actually. Normally on marketing, especially if you watch it, they're actually very good with their timing. And they get to make up things in the last second. So let's see if that's going to actually be an
Oh, you've turned it off. Okay, it's off right now.
Oh, no, this one should be turned off. Because I can
Okay,
smell
hold on.
gas.
You can smell gas.
Huh? I can, yeah, can you smell it off? No, but this one was also on. So I tried to turn down because I could smell gas.
Yeah, can someone hold this a moment? Actually, wait, let's just.
Yes, but then I did this one.
Okay, sorry. You can. Oh. Yeah, I think they're messing around with it.
Okay, there seems to be a bit of a confusion around the cooking. Cooker. There's some
They're messing around with the gas. Let me just switch the cookers on.
or beans, sorry. Outside between peas and beans. On the hob.
That doesn't need to be on.
Okay, so they're just speaking now on the hob. So there's just been a question actually from one of the judges with regards to, in terms of the contribution of you as a family, Team Punjabadi, especially like, sorry, your name was Atiya, is that right? So there was a question of, did you get much coaching from some of from your teammates here?
Yeah, in Hyderabad, I learned a lot from my mother-in-law and from my father-in-law.
Okay.
And my husband encourages me a lot. But Punjabi food, I learned it from my mom.
Okay. So in terms of your cooking experience, you've had cooking experience from both your parents and like your mother-in-law, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. And would you describe, and today's, I know it's an Iranian dish, but do you think you've maybe used experience from both sides into today's dish?
Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic. Nice.
Sorry, I'd make a comment.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, you will say I'm biased, but I believe that Hyderabadi food is the best in the world. But having said that, since being married to a Punjabi, I have discovered some really fantastic Lahori dishes that I had never had before, and I'm really glad that this is one of the advantages of being married to a girl from Lahore.
I haven't painted here, we can so just haven't painted there.
Okay.
Okay, so just to clarify to both teams, so you basically have 10 minutes left. Okay, there are 10 minutes left. Okay, by the end of 10 minutes, I'll basically tell you when you have 5 minutes left, when you have 2 minutes left, when you have a minute, and then 30 seconds. The idea is you should have plated everything up by the time I say stop. You're not allowed to touch the dishes after that, and then you can leave the dishes here, and then one by one we'll take the dishes out, and the judges will taste them and see what they think. Okay? So 10 minutes left. Alright. So, because I'm already too happy with you guys, especially, I'm just going to start talking to you. Alright, Mr. Dean, since I said your name, why don't you just talk to us about what you've learned today, if anything?
I haven't done much today.
Do you know much about cooking?
I know how to cook pasta.
Pasta. Anything else?
That's about it.
Oh, you've been a student, you must have learned to cook more than just pasta.
I used to use a rice cooker easy. So
What did you have with the rice in the rice cooker?
my mom would send me burger from home.
Okay. And what mara did your mom send you?
Everything really came and sent me.
Okay, fair enough. So you have to but you never bothered to make anything yourself?
Never.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, that's true actually. Both of you can have a combined answer. Stop fighting over the microphone. Tell us about your culinary experience. What do you know about food?
Just I can see that I briefly saw some. I can see that
promo, that was it. That, I think we would like to taste that as all these members. Although it may just look nice, it may not taste.
You might actually use your if you want to taste it up with the judges or not, because the taste is absolutely horrible.
Well, of course, like the health and safety reasons, we are not allowed to any of the food.
Well, we'll see about that. Anyone else from just go on and say. Ronnie, you're not going to think about this. Go on and say.
What is your favorite dish?
Really?
And you make it up?
Yeah.
What's the most, what food you yourself most proud about?
Probably secondary.
What they do?
No, I haven't made that thing myself.
They're very old, maybe they got farm, probably had a mess or
Okay, so people seem to be quite impressed with what's happening in the kitchen. We'll go back there. But I think there's a question from the later side.
Can you get more oil into this pan like now?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, very good.
Commissioner, seeing as you're one of the judges, I want to ask you, how would you judge the rice and what is it that you will be looking for in the way the rice has been prepared? Because you know rice is, as you know, very difficult to cook.
The rice is very, very difficult to cook. I can't cook it myself, but I got some good tips from the lady, and she said that she has 2 stages to cooking it. The first step is boiling it for 10 minutes. I hope everyone's making notes, yeah? Do you agree? How long have you been making rice for?
It's 10 minutes in 10 minutes, yeah.
And do you cook it first or do you put it in the rice cooker?
First, rice.
Okay, and what's your recipe for making rice?
It depends how you want to cook and how much time you've got. Yeah, oh, Paddy, if your time is limited, you need to put bread. If you've got more time, then you can put a layer of potato. Of course, you need to add
Contestants have 5 minutes left.
hand and oil.
The question is how much oil do you put to make a really nice powder at the bottom of your rice dish?
If your time is limited, you need to put a bit more oil, not to be because you don't want the potato to be there or the bread. Both of them take the oil for medium pan.
The question is quite controversial. Teaspoons or tablespoons?
No tablespoon for medium pan.
I just want to understand something. Sorry to interrupt. We've spent the last 5 minutes talking about how to make rice. Is that right?
It's the most fundamental part of the meal, I think.
Well, I thought that was very easy to make.
It's very hard to make very good rice. So the question from the Suraj to myself was, what am I looking for to judge rice? And the answer to that is fluffiness, softness, not very starchy, so I expect the rice to be washed. And if there was a nice sort of crispy at the bottom of it, that would also be good, but I very much doubt that's happening.
I doubt that's going to happen as well. In this culture here, they kind of frown upon having a crispy bit on the rice. We kind of like it for some reason. No, there's 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. Let's have a look at what they're doing inside. Okay, so you guys are aware that you've actually got about 3 minutes left. I'll be counting down just to see how you're doing. So in terms of presentation, in terms of being done, come on, bring the camera over. The main for Team Punjabadi seems to be pretty much set. And where is your dessert?
In the fridge. Yeah, it's in the fridge at the moment.
Okay.
Do we have a bit, please?
Do we have a bid?
The uncle wants a bid. What, like this one?
That's too stylish for him.
Okay, it's too stylish. Okay, I thought you were going to say comment about something else at the side. All right, so this seems to be taking shape as well, the main over here. So let's have a look at that. So this is the chicken escalope with the ratatouille that you're saying. So you've got the ratatouille happening on, has already been made, is that right?
Everything apart from this one is going to be done in a second. And that'll be done.
Fantastic. So you're all, so you have 2 minutes left, okay? So think about your presentation at the moment. Try and get everything set for your presentation.
I burnt it.
Okay, so they seem to be working on putting the strawberries into the flan as well. What about Team Elite's dessert? Can you just talk to us a little bit about it? I know you haven't got time, but what's going on?
Mango cheesecake is out of the freezer. It should have been in the fridge, but the time constraint.
Is it done?
Chilled it. It is done.
Fantastic. Okay, so you're pretty much set and good to go.
Yeah.
All right, so we are pretty much reaching the end. There is a minute to go exactly.
1 minute left.
So we count it down. When we reach 10, we can see what happens.
You're putting it into the freezer now.
Poor Muslim says judges need to eat from a tadi with their hands. There's a comment on Twitter saying that you judges should be eating with your hands.
There's a ladle and I can get from you.
30 seconds.
Ladle. No, here, say this.
No chai, all the fitness taken. I want some chai. I'm very hungry. I can feel my stomach about to come out of me. Alright, so counting down in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. So let's see what the camera's got to see there. So can we each have a loud salawat for the contestants, please? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask each team to bring in their names, one after two, and then the judges will then use there's this concern on the gent side of the judges that you're going to finish the food. There's a general sense of alarm on the men's side here. They're very concerned. Okay, so if you could just give us some comments about what you've just tried.
It looks nice and simple. It's the scallop is well done cooked, very nice, and crispy. You get this very nice crispy, the out layer and very nice. But the aubergine is undercooked, and
Okay.
No, that's how English people eat it.
but I don't like it. Yeah, and it needs a bit more seasoning, and I can't taste the saffron as well.
Okay, so you're kind of worried that there's not enough taste of saffron in there and everything. Okay, what about you, Tuha? What do you think?
I really like the vegetables. I think they're really well done. The chicken is a bit controversial, and I'll tell you why. It's like they need some sort of sauce with it. It's a bit bland. Sorry, Samay, I feel bad, but I don't.
Well, you're judges. You shouldn't feel bad. That's why you're here.
Sorry.
All right, let's move that on to the other side. We'll see what they think, and you try this one in the meantime. So you try Team Punjabad's meal. Tired. harsh. All right. So they're tucking in. Okay, so if you can tell us how that was. Just tap it. Yeah, there we go.
Am I going to upset people?
No, you're not going to upset anyone. You're a judge. That's your job today.
I found it very bland and tasteless.
Oh
to be honest
gosh.
with you.
Straight to the point. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so you're the Simon Cowell of the MasterChef world. Unless, well, we haven't heard Zulfikar just yet, so. You seem to be enjoying it. Okay, he's too busy to comment at the moment. Just to remind you, you've got another main and 2 desserts coming up, so you might as well make some space. So what did you think about that main?
Dry, needs sauce. It says no temptability factor, you know.
So the third T is not there.
Yeah, you know, it's no nafsun mutmain. You know, you don't feel. You don't feel you don't want to embrace it with your tongue and enjoy the food. To me, it's too dry.
Okay.
Let me have another tuck-in. Maybe
So we'll give you a couple of minutes just to write down some notes as to what you thought. Whilst if you can just talk about what you've just tried here.
Obviously, this Team 2's main looks really nice. They've thought a lot about presentation. The chicken is cooked really well. The rice is actually quite nice. I never believed that rice can be cooked in 10 minutes, but it does. I don't understand why they put this in the middle. I'm not a fan of little foliage in the middle of my rice, but anyway.
That is decoration.
Okay. It's wasted on me, unfortunately. Generally, I don't like sweet things in my food, and there's got quite of a sweet sort of character to it. I think dessert should be saved for dessert, but it's nice, so give it a thumbs up.
Okay.
Although it's not what I would normally choose.
Okay, so let's see what Nora's got to say.
Okay. It needs salt, and I would prefer more zaresh on the rice, but it's very nicely cooked. And I really like the taste of the carrot and the sweetness.
Okay,
it's
so
very nice.
That's Sohel's
It's
contribution
very nice.
for the day. So the carrot's in there. At least I can vouch for that. Okay, so if you could just put your notes down, and in the meantime, we'll see what the gents here will say about what they've just tried. Yes. Okay, so we've got another judge last second. Can you get her a fork or something? Okay. So what did you think?
I agree that the presentation is really, really good. I do like the rice, but I just think some of the rice at the top is a little bit hard. Okay. It's overcooked on the top, but it's actually okay at the bottom. I think the flavors of the chicken and the carrots, etc., it really tastes absolutely lovely. It's really, really nice. So I think overall, a really nice dish.
Yes. Okay. So you want to try some? Okay. Let's see what. Okay. Zulfikar uncle still eating. All right. While Zulfikar uncle's trying some, we've got another judge. Do you want to try some? She only wants the mango. All right. We'll wait for the desserts. The desserts haven't come out yet, so she's our dessert judge as well, and she'll tell us what she thinks.
Do you want to try it?
What, me? No, I'm not going to try anything today. I'm absolutely fine. Thanks. All right. Give us your verdict. Just it works now.
The dish is very presentable, but the rice failed the fluffiness test. You know, when you blow it, it should go like confetti. But the flavors are fantastic.
And in terms of the 3 T's?
The temptability is there, the taste is good, but the texture a bit, semi-professional kind of thing. But the flavors are very good. Phenomenal flavors.
Okay, so you're
nice.
quite impressed.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So we'll give you some time to jot those notes down, and then we'll move on to dessert round and see how that works. Okay? Thank you very much. So yeah, just take these away. Just watch out. Yeah. Can we get some new cutlery for the judges, please? Okay, so we'll just move on to the next thing, which is the desserts. So if both teams can present their desserts, please. So we'll start off with because we started off with Team Elite's main, we'll start off with Team Punjabad's dessert first. Okay, so this is the mango flan. There was some controversy as to how you pronounce this word. Is it flan or flan? I'm sorry, I'm not from these parts. I'm from Denmark. Okay, so let's see what the judges think of the mango flan. Now, I just remember we've been told very early on that Ibtihal doesn't like mango. So this is going to be quite a steep mountain to climb for both teams to impress at least one of the judges. Okay, so Noura's tried it. So you can give us your feedback.
I like the presentation. It's very nice. It's a bit it's runny, very runny. The texture and the syrup and stuff, and something off. I think the cream is expired or something. It's tasted off.
Okay, so you're worried about.
Tasted wrong.
Okay, so there's something a bit too tangy in there for your liking. Okay. It obviously doesn't bode well for the other judges now. Ibtihal, what do you think? I know you don't like mango too much, but tell us what you thought of that. Can you bring in the next dessert, please?
Okay. I think my favorite thing about that dessert was the flan, and the fact that it wasn't made by them sort of defeats the object, I think.
Oh, so okay.
I think had it spent longer time in the freezer, is the syrupy bit supposed to be more solid?
Yes.
We didn't have time.
It wasn't long enough for it to.
No, but I really know it was nice. I liked it. Thank you.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so have you tried it then?
I agree with the other judges. I think presentation's good. I think it needed more time. It is runny, and I think it's probably the reason why it's not so good. But it tastes okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all right, so we're once again to Judge 4, Zulfikar Uncle. When you're ready, Zulfikar Uncle, in your own time. In the meantime, we can have a look at the other desserts which have come into play. This is Team Elite's dessert. There's 3 bowls there. I'm not sure why there's only 3 bowls considering Zulfikar Uncle. Okay, so they've only made 3 bowls. That's fine. So then they've left the one to share between Zulfikar Uncle and Asim Uncle. So. Okay. What did you think about that dessert then, Zulfikar Uncle? It's in deep thought, Zulfikar Uncle.
This dish is divine. It's just wonderful.
So tell us what you like about it.
Where I come from, mango is divine fruit, right? And the person really has made justice to mango. It's just wonderful. I tell you, it's intoxicating.
So
wonderful. I thought, mango always goes with passion, but with strawberries, wonderful job.
So you seem to be quite a big fan of the mango-strawberry combination.
Absolutely.
Okay, so for the people who doubted that before, then it seems to have worked quite well.
Yeah, I should go to Hyderabad as well now.
Okay, so now we move back to this side of the table where they're still tucking in to the dessert, which is the mango cheesecake, which is presented by Team Elite. So just walk us through what you thought about that.
Very nice. It's like heaven. It's everything. It's like the 3 layers, very nice. Blends. It gives this amazing flavor, and it really worked well.
So there was some concern by the contestants that they couldn't chill it in time. They had to use a freezer.
Perfect. It's amazing.
So the texture is great as well. You guys are happy with that?
Yes.
Seriously, I'm converted. I love mangoes now. It's a really nice dessert. I'm quite sad that no one else can taste it. It's really, really good, so thank you.
That's just the judge there, just teasing everyone in the room for not having any food. All right, so what did you think about it, Asim Uncle?
I have to say, I could finish a couple of these. in no
Wow.
time at all. It's absolutely amazing. I want the recipe. It's really, really good.
Fantastic.
It's
You heard
excellent.
that. If anyone else wants the recipe, I think what we will do is probably
really good.
post them online somewhere if we can for
Yeah.
today's event, or at least so everyone can at least
Yeah.
access these recipes, so everyone can at least know what they're having. And I'm assuming we'll, move back.
While Zuli's tucking in,
Yeah.
I'll count. Zuli, you all right? Having fun? Yeah. Yeah. Shaka.
Okay. Let's see what Zulfiqar got to say. The judges are still tucking into the dessert. It seems to be very, very good.
For an Eastern person, this is too Western for me.
Okay.
And I think I don't know what's in the base. It is a biscuit or what? Yeah. It's okay. The foundation needs a bit strengthening, because it's very, very weak.
Oh, so what, did it crumble too much?
It's not brittle enough.
Okay.
And it's a bit too sweet for me.
Okay. All right, so one of the judges there maybe not too keen on Elite's dessert. Okay. Fantastic. So we can zoom in on an audience member is sampling the dessert. Fantastic. Okay, so just before we move on to announcing the scores, we'll give the judges a chance to confer between themselves, give them a chance to talk about who they think won. I'd just like to move across to the ladies' side and see if there's any questions or any comments they have so far about the foods that have just been sampled. Any comments, any questions? Anyone volunteer to say anything? What about just about the event in general or about... Okay, so we've got someone here.
When I'd first read the ingredient list in the emails that were circulating, and they'd put chicken, mango, and saffron, I really thought that they were going to be in one dish, and that was the challenge for somebody to come up with something where they would incorporate that within one dish. I didn't realize that, because then it's too easy to just, So I think if we did have something like that in the next round, is there going to be a next round?
No.
Oh. So, or in a few months.
This is hopefully the first of, this is more of a trial.
I think it would just bring out the inventiveness and creativeness rather than, the standard, mango goes in dessert, and it would just,
No, I totally agree with you. I think this is more of a pilot, really, for hopefully more, more future trials for MasterChef, because it seems, I've enjoyed myself at least. I don't know if you guys have enjoyed yourselves. So any other comments, actually, from the ladies' side? Do you have one? No? Anything else? Okay, let's go speak to the gents. What did you guys think? Okay, so you're worried that you haven't tasted anything, so you can't. Did you enjoy watching the judges tuck in to the food? I'm assuming it's made you all very hungry. Okay, so what I'd like to do is I'd just like to bring all the contestants up to the front, if that's all right. So could Team Elite and Team Punjab just come forward, please? Okay, so we've got both teams up, okay, and the judges have at least got their scores together, so we're ready to at least see how each team did. But before we do that, I just wanted to ask how each team felt about today. So just walk us through what happened today, Sahel. How did that feel?
After a rather inauspicious start where we were worried that we were going to have to try and cook on an electric hob, alhamdulillah, I think... Electric ring. I think overall the evening was very enjoyable. Although I didn't actively participate in the cooking, I was having fun, being part of the team, and seeing the judges and hearing their comments made me very proud of the dish that my wife and my mum made together, and well, that my wife made primarily. And I hope that our dish is really big, so it's being devoured at the back. So if anyone,
I don't think you should have mentioned that, probably, considering everyone's going to leave for the kitchen.
If there's any Iranians, I would really value their honest opinion.
All right. Yep.
Yeah, it was good experience. I enjoyed cooking there.
Fantastic.
And listening to the comments of the judges, it was good. Nice experience.
It would probably be worth seeing what the
yeah.
judges think. What did you think?
I just tagged along with my son and my younger daughter, as I like to call Atia, and just it was a good feeling to be of help and just help them out and just give them moral support. That was, I think, my role mostly. But I would like to point out that this cream is the date at the bottom of it says 10th of December 2012.
Oh dear.
So it's certainly not.
So a number of months off for the expiry date. Okay.
You're quite safe to eat it.
All right. So what did Team Elite think?
It was a good experience. I think since this is the second time that I've cooked, my mum's probably going to make me take cooking lessons later on. But it was a good experience, and I didn't think it was that salty. Well, it was. I thought it was fine. So.
Okay.
Different preferences. It's cool.
Yeah. And Zainab?
I'm going to echo that. It was a really good experience, and looking forward to more in the future.
Fantastic. All right. So, yes, clap. Thank you. And what we'd like to do is see what the judges... Now, this is the moment of truth. So you've got both teams on tenterhooks here. So let's start off with Ibtihad. So what we're going to do is we're going to have individual scores from the judges. So this is an overall score. They can talk about what they like about presentation. Okay, so we'll let you count it. You two have counted it. So we'll start off with Zulfikar, uncle. And you can say what you like. Oh, sorry. Oh, they're going to tally them. Okay, we'll give a few minutes for them to tally the scores to put them on the computer. But in the meantime, so Zulfikar, if you could just speak through what you thought generally.
I thought they shouldn't take the criticism too personally, because the food was good. Unfortunately, we are judges, so we have to criticize, right? But I think both teams did well. We are very both the dishes were delicious, but it's all relative. The aubergine teams, what is the elite team that you call yourselves? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you should change your name. Yeah. So if I give you aubergine team, I think that's very relevant to the food you ate to cook it, right? Okay, because you are young, you are inexperienced.
All right, there's currently a lot of criticism falling on down there. We'll have a look at your score in a second.
Yeah.
So if you can pass it on to Asim, uncle, and then we'll see what you think.
So therefore you don't cook under surveillance. So therefore you need a bit of oomph, and I'm sure you'll come up trumps one day.
Fantastic.
The Punjabi team was very good. The food was really, you know that there's got Eastern flavor in it.
we can obviously sense a lot of bias.
Yeah, it makes me proud to be Indian and Khoja, but I know they're not Khoja. Thanks.
Guys, I think you did a great job. It's very easy to sit here and criticize, right? You guys did all the hard work. So first of all, thank you. I think you did a really good job. I really enjoyed all the dishes. I was a bit critical of one of them, but I think one of you excelled on the main one, and one of you excelled, in my opinion, on the dessert. And I'll leave the scores to tell you that. But I think you guys both did equally well. And if there was a winner for me for one or the other, you both be winners on one of those items. So thank you for doing this.
I really like it's a family all working together, and Mel has a role in the kitchen as well, and even like it was just chopping, but it was very nice like to have you helping them. I really love the main. It was very nice, very nicely presented as well. The other team, team 1, I love the dessert, and even the main was nice. I really like the scallop. Has very nice crescent, and I really liked it. I don't know why the others didn't, but it was very nice. But the dessert was heaven. It's just well done. It was very nice.
Yeah, I echo Nora's thoughts. Firstly, I can say congratulations for cooking with your mum. If it was my mum, she'd have kicked me out of the kitchen like a long time ago, so you get extra points for that. Generally, with life, you can't be good at everything, so I think today that echoed it. So you guys were really good with the main, and you guys are really good with the dessert. I really, really liked the main. Although it was such a short period of time, you made it look really nice, and the flavors were really good, and you taught me how to make rice, so this is a good thing. And with regards to the dessert, really liked the mango. It was really fresh, it was really light. I just ate it all as well, so... but yeah, thank you for giving us a really good meal.
All right, so we've heard the comments from the judges. I've just received an envelope with the scores. So this is it, the moment of truth. Okay. And the winner, so they've split it up into mains and desserts. So the winner for the mains is Team Punjabadi. Congratulations. And the winner for the dessert is Team Elite. Congratulations.